Hello everyone, welcome back to the journey of exploring mysterious creatures from the depths of the ocean. Today, we'll dive into the world of a fish that's both dangerous and highly prized, the sea eel, the underwater assassin of the deep sea. Sea eels are fierce fish that live near the ocean floor, typically found in coral reefs and deep rocky crevices around islands. From Southeast Asian waters to the tropical islands of the Pacific, this species has a long, sleek, snake-like body, lacking visible scales, and instead covered in a thick layer of mucus that helps it slip through narrow cracks in the rocks. When hunting, the sea eel moves with incredible agility thanks to its spring-like spine and uses razor-sharp teeth to tear apart its prey. With thick skin in shades of brown, mossy green, or leopard-like spots, sea eels not only have a fierce appearance, but are also among the strongest fish of the deep, capable of growing over 2 meters long and weighing up to 30-40 kilograms. During the day, they hide in rocky crevices. By night, they silently hunt small fish, crabs, squid, or even octopuses. Their bodies lack pelvic fins, and their dorsal, tail, and anal fins are fused into a single, long, ribbon-like structure that flows along their body, allowing them to glide like a living stream of water. Though they are fierce predators, sea eels are also a deep-sea delicacy. Their meat is firm, white, aromatic, and highly nutritious, often referred to as a treasure of the deep. It's typically served only at upscale seafood banquets or luxury restaurants. Let me know if you'd like a more dramatic or formal tone, or if you need subtitles or voiceover text. Catching sea eels has never been easy. These creatures dwell deep on the ocean floor, often hiding in rocky crevices and coral reefs. Their strength and cunning nature make even the most experienced fishermen cautious. To catch a sea eel, people use various methods, the most common being night fishing. They use large hooks baited with live fish or fresh shrimp, then lower them near rocky dens, the places sea eels frequently visit to hunt. When a sea eel bites, the fisherman must jerk the rod forcefully and reel it in quickly. Otherwise, the line may snap or the eel might escape due to its powerful thrashing. Some fishermen also use eel traps, made from bamboo or plastic tubes, with bait inside to lure the eels to enter on their own. This method is safer but usually only catches smaller eels. For professional hunters, the most effective yet dangerous method is diving directly into the sea, using lights to locate eel dens, and catching them with spears or bare hands. This technique is highly effective but extremely risky, as large sea eels can bite, coil around the arm, or retreat deep into rock crevices, making capture incredibly difficult. Notably, sea eels are nearly impossible to catch with nets because their skin is too slippery and their bodies too strong. One slight mistake, and they'll slip away like a stream of water. That's why catching a large sea eel is considered a true feat, and a well-deserved reward for those brave and patient enough to face the depths of the ocean. Sea eels are not only renowned as a rare and valuable species, but also known for their extremely aggressive and stubborn nature. In the deep sea, they are silent predators, capable of lurking in rock crevices for hours just to lunge at unsuspecting prey in a split second. However, when captured and pulled out of the water, sea eels don't become weaker. On the contrary, they go into a frenzy, thrashing wildly and fiercely resisting. Their long, snake-like bodies are slippery and flexible, capable of coiling and springing with such force that they can break fishing rods or slip out of a person's hands if not held tightly. Some grow over 2 meters long and weigh up to 30-40 kilograms. Once they start thrashing, even 3 people might struggle to control them. But the real danger lies not in their bodies, but in their large heads, wide jaws, and razor-sharp teeth. There have been cases where fishermen had their hands torn open or tendons severed after being bitten while trying to unhook the eel or lift it onto the boat. That's why killing a sea eel is never a simple task. No one dares to approach it barehanded. As soon as the eel is pulled up, fishermen often use heavy wooden sticks or specialized hammers to strike hard at the middle of its head, right between the eyes and the gills, its weakest spot. If struck accurately, the eel becomes dazed or unconscious. But if the blow is slightly off, the eel will immediately retaliate, twisting like a whip and biting in all directions, causing chaos on the boat. More cautious fishers use sharp knives to pierce directly into the brain behind the head with speed and precision, a technique similar to how Japanese chefs dispatch eels or pufferfish. Seasoned eel hunters may also prepare large metal clamps or ropes to tie the eel down as soon as it surfaces, preventing it from escaping or attacking. In some cases, the eel is thrown into a deep container of ice water, causing its body temperature to drop gradually until it is completely paralyzed, a method mostly used for smaller specimens or when maintaining peak freshness for high-end cuisine. What astonishes many is that even after being struck in the head, stabbed, or gutted, sea eels can continue twitching or reacting for several minutes, sometimes even hours. There are stories of eels leaping off cutting boards while chefs were filleting them. That's why, in the seafood processing world, sea eels are often called the most persistent fish of the ocean. Killing a large sea eel, therefore, requires not only strength, but also skill, decisiveness, deep knowledge, and above all, a certain respect for the creature, a creature that never surrenders easily. This is also part of why sea eel dishes are so expensive and treasured, not just for their flavor, but because behind each bite lies a fierce battle between man and the ocean. After catching a sea eel, the preparation process begins with handling its skin and slime, a thick, slippery, and intensely fishy-smelling protective layer that is characteristic of this species. First, the chef uses a sharp knife to make an incision along the eel's back or belly to peel off the skin. For larger specimens, the skin is so tough and thick, like buffalo hide, that hot water or even a quick flame is sometimes used to loosen it for easier removal. Next comes deboning, a crucial step. Sea eel flesh is long-grained and smooth, but the spine is both hard and flexible. If not filleted correctly, the meat can fall apart and lose its signature chewy texture. Once the clean fillets are ready, the eel can be turned into a variety of delicious dishes. One of the most popular methods is charcoal grilling. The meat is marinated with salt, chili, lemongrass, shallots, and pepper, then slow grilled over low heat until the outer layer is golden and crispy, while the inside stays tender and sweet, preserving the eel's natural flavor. Sea eel can also be used in hot pot dishes, paired with wild herbs, sour leaves, or pickled bamboo shoots, creating a rich, balanced flavor that pairs wonderfully with rice. In fine dining restaurants, sea eel fillets are steamed with ginger or scallions, or served as sashimi, thinly sliced and eaten raw with wasabi and special soy sauce. Some chefs even create sea eel porridge, made with roasted rice and eel bone broth, served with crispy shallots and green peppercorns, a dish that's both nutritious and easy to digest. What's remarkable is that every part of the sea eel can be used. The head and bones make rich broths. The intestines can be stir-fried in a spicy Korean style or braised with pepper, and the skin, when properly treated, can be deep fried into a crispy, chewy, fatty snack with a unique taste. That's why sea eel is not just a type of seafood, it's a culinary art. Only those who truly understand it can unlock its full value. Thank you for joining us on this journey to discover the sea eel, a fierce predator of the deep, but also one of the ocean's most prized treasures. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so we can keep diving deeper into the mysterious world beneath the waves.